¿Qué pasa YouTube? How's it going, everybody? Have for y'all today our first team builder of APA week 1. Now, if you guys may have missed my draft analysis video, a link to that should be down in the description for you guys to go check out, as well as a link to all the coaches, hopefully, so I'll try to put those in the description, and as well as a link to our opponent week 1, which is going to be Panthers 2, who I believe is the commissioner of the APA, coach of the Carolina Clefables, a fellow North Carolina brethren. So that's pretty cool. 2 Carolina teams going at it for week 1, and I am personally very excited. So if you guys are excited for this as well, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below, and please let me know in the comment section below what you think about our team matchup and what you think about the team that we are bringing. So the match should be going up live tomorrow, and I want to tell you guys right now, excuse me, but it is most likely going to be post-commentated because we're going to be having this match a little bit later tonight. So it's going to be late when we have this, and my son, my youngest son, my 1-year-old, has got a really bad habit of going to sleep late. So he most likely is going to be scurrying in and out of the room making noise. So I don't want you guys to be bothered by that. So I will try my best to do week 2 and onwards live if I can, or just try to do as many of them as I possibly can do live. But for the most part, I will be doing my best to make them live. So a majority of them, like I want to say 90% of them will be live, but on occasion there may be that one here and there that are going to be post commentated. So I hope you guys don't mind that. And with that being said, we can go ahead and jump right into the team preview. Now below me, as you can see, is our team matchup. The top 2 rows are our squad, and then the bottom 2 rows are our opponent's squad. So the way I like to do my team builders is that the top 6 Pokemon are ordered from most threatening to, or essentially the top 6 Pokemon are what I essentially think that my opponent is going to bring. So the top 6 Pokemon are I can't speak. The top 6 Pokemon are the exact team that I think he is going to bring. So the bottom 4 Pokemon I think are the least likely to come to this match. For example, I really feel like Incineroar and Blastoise do not have a good matchup in this game. I don't really see what they would realistically be doing, honestly. The thing about his bottom row is that Aerodactyl and Kyurem, along with Galvantula, actually do have a good possibility to come to this match. But the thing about it is that Linoone is legitimately the most terrifying thing in this game. Even though for week 1 we have to have Stack Attacker, we don't yet have Diggersby for week 2. But the scary thing about Linoone in this match is that if he brings something like Dual Screens Mew and this Belly Drums late game, it literally just plows through any combination of 6 Pokemon I want to bring. So I 110% expect them to bring Linoone. Primeape is another Pokemon that I really feel has a good matchup this game, just because Scarfed Primeape can be a very scary revenge killer, especially with it having access to Gunk Shot to be able to body our Primarina. And if he is Scarfed, it's going to be just a really good revenge killer in general. Nidoqueen is absolutely impossible for us to switch into. My best bet to deal with Nidoqueen is just trying to keep up offensive pressure against it, or being able to predict correctly around it and get a safe switch into something against a resisted or neutral move that's not going to be doing too much damage. Mew, one of his Z move mons, thankfully Munium Z is banned, so don't have to worry about that. But Mew can be a very scary setup sweeper, so that's very likely to come as well. Or as I mentioned, a dual screening variant for Linoone can be an absolute nightmare. Clefable I think definitely has to come, because it's honestly his only switch into Hydreigon, which Hydreigon has a phenomenal matchup this game. So I definitely expect Clefable. And then the last Pokemon I honestly think is either going to be Ferrothorn, Mega Aerodactyl, Kyurem, or Galvantula. I'm not sure if he would bring a combo of those 2, and if he were to bring those 2, I'm not sure what over he would bring. Maybe he won't want to bring Linoone because he thinks he won't be able to get a free chance to set up, so I could see that. But I definitely feel like Linoone, I can't believe I just said that 5 times, or like 3 times. Okay, you know what I'm trying to say, but Linoone is absolutely terrifying. So yeah, just let's keep that in mind and let's go ahead and get this started. So the first team member that we have here is a Pokemon that is near and dear to my heart. If you saw the APA draft analysis, we got my boy 5150, aka Tauros, rocking a pretty awesome set here. So the idea of this set is to be a complete lure to Primeape. So if he does bring Scarf Primeape, then at above 55 or 60% HP, I can always guarantee live one close combat. And then if he turns out to be Choice Banded, I am actually faster than him, so I will be able to outspeed him. That's exactly why I have this EV spread reaching 162 speed to outspeed non-Scarf Kyurem and non-Scarf Primeape, and that outspeeds everything except for Galvantula and Aerodactyl. I guess I could have maybe gone with max speed if I really wanted it, but I didn't feel like it would be absolutely necessary. And another great thing about Tauros in this matchup, because of Sheer Force, with this moveset, it can weaken the Ferrothorn, the Clefable, the Nidoqueen, potentially even the Blastoise, the Incineroar, and the Mega Aerodactyl. The only thing that would be able to stop this Tauros from denting his walls is if he brings a defensive Mew, which I think that offensive Mew or dual screens Mew is most likely the route he's going to want to go for, because if he is defensive, I have ways to deal with defensive Mew even without this Tauros. So the main idea of this Tauros is to be a lure to Primeape, and if he doesn't bring Primeape, then it's going to be here to just kind of dent his walls and weaken them for the remainder of my team. So really hoping that Tauros puts in a lot of work in his debut match. Going on to Pokemon number 2, we have Umaga. Rest in peace, Umaga, the Donphan. For those of you who followed my GBA D-League run, you guys will know how awesome Umaga really was for the Durham Druddigons. Now, even though I personally like offensive Donphan as opposed to defensive Donphan, in this match, physically defensive Donphan honestly has a really good matchup. I switch into non-specially offensive Incineroar, I switch into Aerodactyl, into Primeape, into Linoone possibly, and the good thing about this, with us having Leech Seed, if he does not know that we have Rocky Helmet, then that could potentially catch him off guard, so he takes that extra little bit of chip damage, and then we can knock him out with something like the Earthquake, or surprise him as he tries to go for a C-Bomb with the Ice Shard if we haven't revealed it. So that's really good. Of course, Stealth Rocks are absolutely important in this match, because they most importantly will be here to get off damage on the Kyurem, Galvantula, Aerodactyl, the Linoone, and the Primeape, if he does bring those 5 Pokemon, or any of those 5 Pokemon in general. And it will also help me to see if Clefable is Magic Guard or Underwear, which personally I think you should definitely bring Magic Guard. I don't think Underwear really has that good of a matchup in this game. But if somehow Donphan is able to stay in sturdy range, then I will be able to guarantee that Linoone is not a problem whatsoever. Or if he just doesn't bring Linoone, that takes off so much pressure from my Donphan, and it's going to allow it to just be a good pivot mon and be able to utilize knockoff, scouting off for berries, for Z moves, or getting rid of like leftovers, or potentially even choiced items as well. So that's going to be excellent. And then Ice Shard is just really good to pick off his frail mons, like the, well, actually, well, no, not really frail, but like just potentially revenge kill mons that are super low. So next off, we have the Shield Hydreigon, which I am honestly expecting so much from Hydreigon in the APA, because Hydreigon is one of those Pokemon that I feel has a lot of potential, but it's just a Pokemon that I myself have not really been able to utilize well. But in this matchup, like I said at the beginning of the video, Hydreigon has an absolutely amazing matchup in this game, because with it being choice scarfed, it outspeeds typically anything that he would want to be bring scarfed, unless for some reason he did bring scarfed Galvantula, which I really do not expect that whatsoever. And this is going to be a great revenge killer, because between these 3 moves we hit everything for neutral or super effective damage, and Defog is going to be absolutely amazing, because it's going to be our best way of potentially stopping spike stacking from Ferrothorn, or stopping the Mew from getting up dual screen. So yeah, I'm very scared of dual screens Mew for Linoone, and this is just a really good answer to that. And then if Mew turns out to be offensive, then we are actually going to be able to outspeed him. So after a little bit of chip damage, we put him in range of Dark Pulse, or if we can maybe hold on. or if we can maybe get rid of a Colbur Berry, or just put him in range of even where through Colbur Berry we knock him out with Dark Pulse. That is going to be phenomenal. So really hoping Hydreigon puts in a lot of work in this match. Of course, I need to be very, very careful on how I use Draco Meteor, because of course I am choiced and he does have Clefable, which can easily come. Ferrothorn could also easily come, and then if I'm at -2, Linoon just kind of comes in and could possibly set up and sweep if I don't have my secondary check to it, or if I don't have my Donphan in the back. So really have to be careful with how I use Draco Meteor. Our next team member is going to be Jose the Jirachi, another Pokemon that I'm so hopeful puts in a lot of work. I don't know why it's shiny. I couldn't get regular Jirachi. I want non-shiny Jirachi. I need to find some way to make this non-shiny, because I personally don't. Actually, I kind of like shiny Jirachi. Like, it's a little bit iffy, but I would rather have normal Jirachi. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter here. So just want you guys to know that. So yeah, the great thing about Jirachi in this match is that this is also another backup check to the Linoon. With this EV spread, we can definitely tank a +6 E-speed. I believe if we're at above 55 or like 60ish%, we are running the same speed as our Tauros, which outspeeds non-Scarf Kyurem and non-Scarf Primate. Between Iron Head and Fire Punch, we hit absolutely everything. And I want to give a huge shout out to my Bullet Punch Club homies and my front office peeps for helping me this, mainly the Bullet Punch Club homies, but one of them suggested that I should actually have Wish over what originally was going to be Zen Headbutt. And the great thing about Wish is that it is actually going to help me keep my Jirachi at hopefully a solid amount of HP and keep it out of range of where a +6 Adamant Extreme Speed from Linoon possibly knocks us out. Toxic is 100% only for the Mew. Like, literally, there's not really anything else on his team that I even want to Toxic, unless for some reason he does bring Unaware Clefable. Then I guess I can Toxic that, or even I guess Toxic Incineroar, but I don't expect Incineroar, and I guess maybe in Blastoise, but mainly it's for Mew, so I can Toxic a potentially like bulky defensive support Mew if he wants to bring that to kind of like check some more of my physically offensive threats like Mienshao or Tauros, and just things along those lines. So yeah, really hopeful that this Jirachi set puts in work. The attack EVs allow us to 2-hit KO Ferrothorn unless he's running like max defense, max HP. And you guys are going to see that we got a lot of firepower on this team to be able to deal with that Ferrothorn. So moving on to the next team member here, we have Rotom Heat, aka Mama, because my mama loves to cook and I love my mama's cooking. And Rotom Heat is actually a pretty cool Pokemon that I've considered here and there about using in draft format. I never really got around to drafting it, but thankfully it was on this draft, and I'm hopeful that it can put in a lot of work. Now I know you guys see the hidden power there. Yes, that is hidden power fire, because you actually don't even need to have overheat on the Rotom, or you don't need to have like Leaf Storm, Hydro Pump, Air Slash, and Overheat and all those on the Rotom forms. And I don't want Overheat because of Draco Meteor like Hydreigon has, because if I overheat and I put myself at -2, then Linoon comes in. Yeah, at +1 and overheat nukes absolutely everything that the Clefables have, but it's just really not worth risking in my opinion. And if I get up a special attack boost, hidden power coming off of max special attack is still going to be doing pretty respectable damage, honestly, in my opinion. We are running enough speed to outspeed a modest max speed Nidoqueen. I really don't think you should want to bring something like Timid or Jolly Nidoqueen, just because modest just hits so hard and it's already such a nightmare to switch into Nidoqueen. So the main idea behind this set is just to kind of disrupt his team a little bit, to wear down his bulky walls, chip them down, get those special attack boosts, hit them with hidden power fire. Also, this should be able to, in theory, beat Ferrothorn 100% 1v1, so that's absolutely huge. I could also beat Clefable 1v1 if I get special attack boost behind a substitute. I could potentially even revenge kill something that he tries to bring in, trying to get rid of my substitute. Or if he's got like Leech Seed on Ferrothorn, or Toxic on Clefable, or even like Toxic on Mew or something along those status lines, or just annoying moves in general, then I can substitute against them, and then from there start going for Charge Beams to try to boost my special attack stat. Now, even though Charge Beam does have a 70% chance to boost your special attack, I firmly believe that is a lie, but hopefully we don't get too unlucky with that and Ferrothorn, not will get beat by this, and then Rotom Heat still puts in a lot of work. So moving on to the final team member for week 1 of the APA, we got Bon KyleAye, the Primarina. This I actually do want shiny because I personally really like shiny Primarina, but this was a set that was suggested to me by my boy Zazo, so shouts out to him. Very, very good Draft League player back in his day when he did play, but I think he recently stopped playing. And this is a physically defensive Primarina with Rest Talk, Scald, and Hidden Power Fire. Hidden Power Fire is really nice because even if Ferrothorn is like max special defense, with us having a modest nature, I think it's actually a roll on whether or not we can knock him out in 2 hits with Hidden Power Fire. And even then, just getting off about 40 to like almost 50% on Ferrothorn is absolutely amazing, because wearing down Ferrothorn means that he's got 1 less threat that we have to deal with. Scald is actually pretty spammable against his team. His best switch-ins to Scald are Clefable and potentially the Mew if it is a defensive set, but even then, if he synchronizes a burn over to us with Mew, we can just go for the rest, keep this bulky. The Kabaya Berry is solely there so we can hopefully catch the Nidoqueen off guard and be able to possibly knock it out. So that's going to be absolutely amazing. Also, Kabaya Berry is really nice for a Gunk Shot Primate if I lose my Tauros, or if Tauros is too weakened, then I can tank a Gunk Shot and then hopefully knock him out with the Scald after some damage, or just put him in range of where something can easily revenge kill him. But for the most part, Primarina is just a pivot mon, essentially, just kind of here to scout out for what sets he's running, pivot into certain moves that I may not be certain of what he's gonna go for, and then potentially spam burns with Scald or surprise Ferrothorn and nuke it with a Hidden Power Fire. Modest over bold just for that extra little bit of power from Scald and Hidden Power. Actually, because we are modest, Scald I think actually does have a good chance to knock out Nidoqueen after Stealth Rocks if he's running a purely offensive set, so that's going to be really good for us as well, or if he's just running very little bulk. So yeah guys, that is going to be our squad for week 1 of APA. Please let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about our matchup. Week 1 will be going up live tomorrow on Sunday, and I'm super excited. Once again, it will be post commentated, so just want to let you guys know that again, so you don't expect it to be live. But as I mentioned as well, I will try my best to do these lives, or try to do these live as best as I can. So week 2, I will definitely be trying my hardest to get that live recorded for you guys. And all in all, I'm really excited. I hope you guys are excited too. So yeah, I'll see y'all later and tomorrow. And just okay, bye.
No matter where you're at, I'm not here to make friends, it's time to attack and deplete your HP with a final smash. Don't make me turn around and pull a 6-foot hacks. 6 foot hacks. Yeah. 6 foot hacks. Yeah. 6 foot hacks.